Hi Kiwi, and welcome back to another episode of Journey. We are continuing our journey together with this friend, and I'm trying to bring Hydrocule back, but it looks like he is just too far gone. Took too much damage, froze to death, whatever it be. I don't think he's making it, Kiwi, sadly. In theory, we can see potentially where the summit is, but it doesn't look like we can. I think this is the intended route. We need to be very careful about these Angie snakes. The Angie snakes are scary. And they move way faster than we can, so they will catch us and tear us apart if they do. Alright, well, let's keep being somewhat nostalgic. So I've talked about food, I've talked about the activities we did together. Are we safe? I don't see a spotlight, so maybe we go for it? I'm gonna try and go for it. Oh, it looks like he had the same idea. Funny enough. Don't see Angry Snake, so we're gonna go for it. We're gonna make a break for it. Let's see. I mean, we talked about our friends, we talked about the apartment a little bit. I mean, one of the fun things about the apartment was we had an actual TV set up. Now we have a better TV set up here now, but I do have some nostalgia for that setup because we used it to play like big games on the screen. We had our desks side by side, kind of like what we do now. Honestly, a lot of our setup in this current house that we live in, was reminiscent of that apartment, frankly. And okay, here's this flashlight. We gotta hide under here. As long as we aren't seen, we should be fine. We've established that these places aren't safe if we've been seen, but they do block us from being seen, I guess, which is just as important, one would argue. All right. Let's get out of here, bud. I don't want to play with that thing anymore. Oh, good. Is that the same one or is it a second one? I also don't fully know where we need to go, but that gateway looks promising, so let's go that way. Anyway, so I guess... Oh, apple picking. We gotta talk about apple picking. So we are fruit pickers. We've loved to pick fruit. And our first experience doing so was in grad school. They had an apple orchard on campus. Sadly, the orchard store got closed later on. But actually, wait, am I... Hold on. Oh no, I'm stuck on the wall. No. Ah, frick, I got caught. I'll bail out so he doesn't get hit. I didn't want to get hit. I didn't want him getting caught in that, so I bailed out. That's my fault. I got caught on the wall there. Unfortunate. Sorry, friend. Thank you for your patience. He came back for me though, which I appreciate. Maybe that deactivates the angry and we can just make a beeline for it now. Nope. Oh no. No. Oh boy. It was an idea. It was a bad idea. I recognize it was a bad idea. Kiwi, I think we've well established it by this point, but don't count on me to keep you alive because I can barely keep myself alive. This guy must be like, what is this dumbass doing? I'm so sorry, friend. All right, we take it slow and we take it steady. I have no scarf left, sadly. I literally cannot fly anymore. This definitely reminds me of my first playthrough. The wind just makes it rougher. Okay. I think it goes without saying, but I am terrible at stealth games. I have no patience for stealth games, and it has killed me time and time again. All right. Maybe I aggroed both of them, or I'm gonna follow your lead. You lead the charge now. This guy will make the decisions of if Jeff risks his life a third time. Like, I do not see... Oh, it's back. It's back. Oh, no. Get to safety quick, because it's coming for us. Kiwi, it's scary. Oh, no. No. Let me in. Wind, please. Wind, please. I think I see the light coming from behind us. No? I don't know. Maybe I do question if we're safe, but it sounds so close. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. There it is. Okay, there it is. Is it looking? Or is it just hovering? I think it's just hovering. I'm following your lead, kid. Please don't lead us astray. Oh my goodness. Well, Jeff goes boldly where no one else would sensibly go, is basically the story here. like it's there. It's making itself known that it's there, but it doesn't seem to be looking for us anymore, so presumably we're safe. Oh, that was a hot mess. Thankfully, I was able to get this guy not caught up in it. Like, I think they probably appreciated the fact that I pulled the aggro away from them, otherwise we both would have gotten hit. I at least have enough common sense to try and not take people down with my stupidity. It just often is the case that that's how it plays out regardless. Oh well. I Captain Kirk did a little bit, Kiwi. So, oh, actually, that's true. We've started watching Star Trek. That's something I can talk about. But I guess that's something we could talk about. What did we watch together when we were in grad school? Miss Kobayashi's Maid Dragon, we definitely watched. That was one that you had recommended because you had enjoyed it. I mean, I always say you are a tentacle and dragon enthusiast, and that has not changed since the day I met you. What else is there? I believe we watched Mob Psycho together, at least the first 2 seasons. I know we watched the last season here, so maybe we watched all of Mob Psycho here. I'm not 100% sure on it. Unfortunately, I have next to no ability to fly, so I'm gonna be slow. But I mean, the nature of this segment of the game is it is slow no matter what you do because of the ice kind of just wearing away your abilities. Thankfully, even if they are frozen and dead, we can still use their corpses to elevate ourselves. That is perhaps the wrong way to describe that, but it's not entirely wrong. They are certainly giving us a lift here, if nothing else. I do wonder if in the next segment that we see, if it's this, what we see is this temple that we're climbing up to the summit, but just unfrozen. I think that is very likely the case given how it's looked so far. But I do imagine we're coming up towards the conclusion here. We probably have one more section left before we have the final climb, I think. Perhaps I'm mistaken, I'm not sure. I'm trying to think. Did we watch, I think we, like, it's hard, everything is blending together as far as things that we have watched, Kiwi. I am apologizing for that. I think we watched Death Note, or at least we read Death Note together around that time. I remember that because we had been looking at your manga collection of it at your house back before we moved here, so we definitely did something with Death Note at the bare minimum. An interesting thing worth noting is our voices appear to be getting quieter. The chimes are quieter, but also the oh shoot, I'm getting pulled away, darn it. I appreciate that this guy comes back for me, like a kind notion on his part. But I mean, anime that we have shared together at the very least, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood for sure, Death Note, we're definitely up there in terms of names that we shared together. I think we started watching Code Geass, but I think we started watching that here at our current residence. And we watched, oh my goodness, why am I blinking on so many things? I know we watched Weathering with You together in theaters with Lemon. That was fun. Looks like we're gonna have difficulty not falling off this area. Oh, you know what? The wind probably comes through these grates, so as long as we stand here, we probably won't get pushed. Okay, we may. Oh no 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 no! Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, I think this is an intended downwards path. Kiwi, Kiwi, if this was you playing with me, you would be so frustrated at me. Like, you're doing everything right, and I am just sucking at the world. I am sucking away your will to live, is how I would phrase it. I am a hot mess, and I am terrible at patience and platforming. Reasons why I don't play stealth games ever. Like I said. Anyway, we made it. We just had a little bit of a fall. Kind of them to give us that way back up, though. Just like with Greece. All right, Kiwi, I think this is the final ascent. All right, no matter what, if we make it to the end before this guy does, we wait for them. We wait for them. I'll speed up time, but I am not giving up on this person. They didn't give up on me. They kept coming back to help me. There's no way I give up on them here. But I don't know. There are just so many moments of us just spending time together with these quiet, introspective experiences. Journey certainly being one of the earliest ones, I think, but we have done it with so many things. I mean, we just did it with Greece. We watched the playthrough together and had so many quiet moments of this has made us feel things. We are feeling many things, in fact. Okay, I am mashing the chime button, and you can slightly hear it, but you can't even see it on screen. Sadly, I don't think my friend knows. We're effectively keeping our body heat together, and if you look, we are glowing, which means I think we're chiming at each other, and the game is recognizing that, even if we can't visually see it any other way. But interesting that our little soul cores are kind of glowing next to each other. Things are getting pretty rough, though. I don't think we're going to last much longer. Anyway. Yeah, we can definitely still hear the chimes. And if we're, like, touching, we glow, but that's about it. We're, like, barely keeping ourselves alive at this point. The question is, who falls first? Because I know Kiwi, given our nature, whoever falls first, we barely can survive without each other, so I figure whoever falls first, the other one's going to be following soon behind, because I will choke on Jell-O or forget to wash my laundry and somehow get caught in the washing machine. Or get smothered by a cat. A cat smothering is very likely. We've certainly saved each other from cat butt and cat abdomen and just cat suffocation. Our cats are likely going to be the death of us, let's be honest. But alright. I'm probably not going to talk for this next section because it is largely one of my most favorite moments in any video game, period. And I'd rather just take it in again, so forgive me if I go quiet for a little bit after. You'll know once it starts, because one, I won't be talking, but two, oh, we can't even chime anymore, and our walking is getting so slow. The controller is pulsing like a heartbeat. And I think the screen is getting progressively wider, and the light is just getting more blinding. But we're still trucking along a little bit. I can't even tell which one of these is me. Okay, I'm the one in front, and friend is the one in behind us. But oh, we're looking real rough. We're looking real rough. But yeah, I remember playing this next section at home on like surround sound that my dad has, and even my mom, who like never takes any interest. Oh no, our friend fell first. Even my mom, who never takes any interest in games that I play, took interest in this because of how beautiful the music was. So I'll talk about whatever is going to happen next, but then the section that plays after, we'll go quiet and we'll just experience it for a moment. Now the question is that both of us or is it just me? I can't really tell. It would be really cool if both of us start from this section. So there are our ancestors yet again looking down on us. I wonder if they are the other people who were on the other side of the war, perhaps. But clearly, I think it's fairly obvious that we're having a representation of death here. You know, I never realized, but is our center like empty and it's just filled with one bright core? Anyway, all right, I'm gonna stop talking here because I'm already getting teary-eyed nostalgic for this section. So enjoy, Kiwi, enjoy again. He's here. All right, I'm still gonna be quiet, but enjoy this section because this is genuinely one of my favorite moments in video games. Just the beauty of it. So I do genuinely wonder if maybe we're backtracking through all the areas we've already been through, because this looks familiar. Are we just... we're... Alright, maybe I will talk a little bit, but definitely give this song, especially the credits song, a listen to at the end. But it feels as though we're kind of revisiting our journey and that vision we had with our elder of that cyclic prophecy almost. It feels very on point. It feels... this is a cyclical journey. We are constantly going back to the beginning and climbing to the summit again. But I just remember the strings and well, mostly the strings, to be honest, but like, I remember the feeling that this first invoked in me, that moment of we're moving on to the afterlife, the music's swelling, and it hit me so hard. And I think with the music kind of peaking up a little bit here, I'm gonna pause commentary again. Like, the combination of strings and woodwind just do something so hard for me. Oh, I think I see our friend. They're waiting for us up there. But this is basically the end of the cycle until it starts again. We're effectively reincarnating, is my assumption. Becoming amongst the stars that we saw in the screen, only to just begin our journey anew. But here we are, reaching the end. Alongside our friend who was here for most of the journey. Although, yeah, no, our scarves have disappeared, so we're just walking now. Again, this game is incredibly nostalgic for me. I remember in that winter section when I first played it, I was separated from the person I was journeying with, and the entire rest of the journey through the winter section was alone. And then I get here and they were waiting for me, and it was just... Journey is as much an audio-visual masterpiece as it is a social experiment, a social experience of connecting to someone without a single word spoken. And yet, just having this little chime mechanic, I think, makes so much... It's so silly that we're just spamming at each other, but you know, it's okay. I don't know, it's just... Maybe... I don't know what to say. I love this game. Call it a walking simulator if you must, but for me, the audio-visual storytelling, the interactions with others, it makes for a unique experience, unlike many other games that I've played. And it will always hold a place in my heart for that first experience I had with it, and for the many experiences I've shared with it afterwards, and especially that first time I got to share it with you, Kiwi. So with all that said, I hope you've enjoyed watching, and if you're awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep. If you're sleeping, I hope you're sleeping well. I love you. Enjoy the credits. I think I'll just leave it without any commentary. And I'll see you in the next one, whatever that may be.